Hello, my name is Trumpet. I'm going to be playing OpenTTD, and I thought I might as well record it, just for the fun of it. I'm playing on the FURS mod, or whatever it's called. So I got a bunch of new industries, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. I have 300,000 US dollars. I have this big map. I'm going to see where in the world we want to get started. So the first order of business is generating some money so that we can make some cool networks. I think a good way to go is steel. I think if we hook up this steel chain first, we can make a decent amount of money. Let's find a good centralized steel mill. I think it's important that it's near a coal mine and an iron mine. Iron, coal. So this seems like a good option right here. Here's the steel mill in Taft, coal and iron mine. So I'll go ahead and unpause. Get started with our network. So, to get started, I feel like I don't want it to be anything too fancy. These are like 5 for now. All of this can be upgraded. Let's go ahead and just hook up the coal first. I feel like that's a good way to go. What kind of station do I want this to be? And just make it a terminus for now. Use one-way path signals, and I'm going to have my trains drive on the right. Let's see, do we want to... Probably just want to go straight over here. Keep it simple. Boom. Okay. And let's make a coal train. Let's get the fastest train. For now, I'm going to do a full load. If I have more trains on this line, I will have to change that so that they don't get backed up. But I would have to, I'll probably redesign this whole line once we have an income. Now, I think coal takes engineering supplies from the port to buff their production. I didn't check if there was a nearby port. I don't. Yeah, this is what a port looks like. It's easy to mix them up with harbors. Maybe on this lake, there's a port. There's a port here. Harbor. Go ahead and consult the map. So the closest one, it looks like, to the coal mine is going to be either this one on the west next to Elmwood, or this one down south. That might be hooking these up might be the way to go. If I go for another terminus station of size with 2 tracks, then I'll probably need to take out a loan for this line. Which is fine. I need to spend money to make money. In the future, because ports are pretty important, this whole station is going to get reworked probably, but I kind of just want to get things rolling. So we're going to need a little junction here. Don't necessarily want to make a super efficient, complex junction right away, because I'm focused on just generating income so that I can build those sorts of things later. Maybe I'll just make it pretty straightforward. Need to deliver the coal there. And I need to return. See if we can get a tunnel in here. It's the best way to do this. That'll be fine. Did this train make money? Looks like it. What's the best route? Looks like we want to come out a little ways. Go diagonally. Past this dairy building. How far can I go diagonally? Pretty far. Like there. And then here. Oh, need more money. Fine. Just borrow a bunch of money. Pay it back later. Soon we'll be rolling in it. Do our signals. make sure this makes sense, I can come in, and then when I leave, I can come back. Okay, that's fine. Let's make a train. And I think it's goods that can take engineering supplies. It is. Okay, and so this should make the coal production much higher. And also generate a bit of money. Load it up. The capacity of the engineering supplies cars are pretty low, and it only needs 80 crates to be gung-ho, so I think this train will do fine. This isn't a super long route, so this train won't make a ton of money, but the benefit is it'll run the route more often, especially with the engineering supplies being delivered. These towns are going to start disliking us if we change the land around them too much more. Alton doesn't like us at all. And I believe the steel mill produces steel, which goes to the metal workshop, which makes goods, which we can bring back to the port to complete the circle. The engineering supplies train actually makes more money than the coal train. But now, because this is in gung-ho production, it'll start stockpiling coal. And we can look at the capacity of this train. Which is 30 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. It's 2, 4, 6. Is it 7? How long is this train? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus this, so it's 9. Right? It's just confusing because as you scroll down, it doesn't change because they're all the same. But yeah, it's 9 cars, right? Because it's a 10 length train. So it's 9 times 30, which is 270, and there's currently 150 left over. And it's producing some, so I could probably afford a second train. And I do need to eventually expand this station, but for now the easy thing to do is change this off of full load to just load if available, and then clone it. And just a little bit more money. Launch this train. And I don't think this will cause any hiccups because there's only trains that are not taking full load, and there's only one way in. So if people line up to get in, this person will always have the way out, so it's fine. It's functional, it's not efficient, but it's good for now, for this small amount of traffic. It's pretty unlikely this will cause any problems until we expand this whole system and have a lot more trains. Then we'll have to change these stations or make a better network somewhere else. This is a big map. I'm not a pro at this game, but I'll try my best. Yeah, there's about, we could feasibly have a third train on this line. And the engineering supplies are stockpiling pretty intensely too. In fact, I think, yeah, the capacities of the engineering supply trains are so small. So yeah, we see our first instance of some traffic. So now, once this guy gets out of here, this train can move forward. We'll wait for this train to... Oh, there's no path forward because these are path signals. Everything's working as planned. This train can exit the line. Let's do the same thing with these trains. We'll just change them to load if available. And I might as well make another one. I'll probably need a little bit more money for this. Alright, and now we can consider hooking up the iron to this network. A nice idea might be to have a four-way intersection, a four-way junction, because we're going to have trains delivering engineering supplies here and here, and then both these primary industries will be delivering to the steel mill. So this line will have to go diagonally this way, and then we'll want a line going diagonally this way. So I could expand this junction. It would be a four-way junction, which will require me to take out a decent amount of money probably, and stop my trains from going. They're fine if I just... Oh, I didn't put signals on this line. That could have been bad. I was gonna say, they're fine if I just delete the line forward. They'll just wait because everything is on signals, on one-way path signals, so they won't be able to just drive around and crash into each other. Go ahead and do that then. Let's turn this into a four-way junction. So I'm going to want the in and out on this side. I already have the in and out on this side. And I think I'll move this back just a little bit. So I have more room to build. connect this. When you get a lot of trains are lost messages, and that's fine. An easy way to do this, I think, is to make 2 tunnels. I really don't like this right here. Just do this. I changed my mind. I could change it further down the line too to make that nicer, but I think this would be okay. So we need every line to be able to turn back on itself. Put in the signals. Train's already lost. Okay, so this turns back on itself there. This one needs to turn back on itself here. I did 1, 2. Okay, trains. Just hang out there, it's gonna be fine. We'll get through this together. Chaos. And this is not ideal. I don't like this. But whatever. I'll leave it for now. Hopefully the train doesn't take that line that I just added. Okay, good. I made it impossible. Because I can't even build a line there because of train rules. So this connects here, so we need one here. Like so. And then this road needs to turn back on itself. There's a gap, and then the 1, 2, 7. The signal's not necessary, but I'm putting it there for my own sanity. Okay, that looks good. And then this line needs to turn on itself as well. Not right, yeah. This way. Cool. Okay, so this is all connected. I'm gonna probably have to fix this because it's driving me insane. Take it back a little bit, like that, so that this isn't as horrible. It's still kind of horrible. I still kind of hate it, but I'm gonna live with it. The signal's bad. I don't want this signal here. This doesn't leave a big enough gap. This is still too small. That'll do. That's fine. There's more signals like that that I could clean up. But I'll leave it for now. Let's let this train roll a little bit so I can put in this line. Okay, So that should be the junction working. I think you can go everywhere from everywhere. And we want to make a station over here. Make another simple terminus. Tell this train to turn around. Okay, so now everyone should be happy. I can make a new goods train. But this one's destination is going to be sometimes you can't drag the orders. Okay, train doing that. Then we'll need an iron train. And I'm just gonna do a not full load already, just because we know we're gonna have to increase the number of trains. It won't get anything on its first go, but that's fine. I can live with that. So I think everyone should know where to go and how to get there. Is this a goods train or the iron train? The iron train. Iron starts getting stockpiled. What is the capacity of my iron train? It's the coal train. Where is the iron train? So it's the same as the coal trains, okay. Should be 270. And now it's gung-ho, so I'll start stockpiling a bunch. I definitely want to consider maintenance. The engineering supplies trains are probably going to be needing maintenance along this route. This route's pretty long. I can do it in a variety of ways. Do this for now. Probably be longer to match the train length. Let's see. Nice. Lots of iron. Where's my iron train? I need to clone that. I should probably put maintenance stations here as well. There's the iron train. Let's make another one. And we'll want to be watching the production of these places. They're gung-ho, so there's going to be resources stockpiling, and that means we can support more trains. But I don't want to put too many trains on them right away until I can expand some of these. We're making a decent amount of money now, though. Money is happening. And we're going to be producing a decent amount of iron. Are there any scrap metal locations? I think it comes from the junkyard. Junkyard. Yeah, the junkyard mechanic is interesting. I think it has to do with the city size. So this is the reason I haven't hooked up the junkyard is this is the trickiest one. Yeah, proportional to town population. Where is Elmwood? 1,200. It's not too small. So this Taft Furnace Station is probably going to need to be a station that you can enter on both sides and support a lot of trains. And it should probably be longer because it's going to be hauling steel out. Steel goes to the metal workshop. There's one right outside of Taft in Waynesville, which is nice. So this will be producing goods, which we can ship back to the port, and the port, I think, produces chemicals. So actually, we'll want the network to allow to and back from here to the port. I can repay my loan while I'm just sitting here. I don't know if that's actually technically better or worse, because I'll have to take money out later to build something. But that's fine. I don't like that this junction is right in front of the station, but it could be worse. I can always move the station back when I expand it. So I think the last thing I might do in this session is expand the Taft Furnace Station and change its format a little bit. I think there's a train in here, yeah. I'm gonna wait for the trains to do their thing for a little bit and then I'll do that. Yeah, there's so many industries in this mod. And it's like one of the less intense versions of it. You can turn on a lot more. Hooking up everything on this map will be an adventure. Let's let this train leave. Oh, train just showed up. Oh, there's not a line here. I was wondering why this train was struggling. It should be okay now. It's fine there. Fine there. I don't know how that happened. I think these normally get put in by default, but that was weird. So this train is going to make not a lot of money. That's fine. I'm going to remove this here. Going to be another backlog of lost trains. And there's no trains in either of these. Let's see, so how do we want to do this? I think I want to make it a size 4 station and make it larger. Okay. And the way I want to do this, I think the correct way, and I've only done this once, so it might be a disaster, but I think the way it works is like this. At least this is one design that I believe works. We use path signals there. And this allows trains to enter and exit. And these are the path signals with where you can go through the back. And then from that point, I will make the do I put the crossover first? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. Okay, let's find out. I think you do something like this. And then, just for convenience sake, I'm going to do that. It's going to be fine. I'm not going to lose any trains, trust me. Just kidding, don't trust me. It could be a disaster. The point of the station is that it's kind of like the terminus stations, but you can come in and go out on any side. I'm going to even this up a little. Okay. I'm going to make this an out, an in, an out, an in. And then I just need to do something like this. Yep. That looks right. And then here, over there. Yada yada yada. Plug it into the network somewhere. I wish these trains weren't here. This is cursed. I don't like this horrible loop. Okay, trains, you're gonna have to figure it out later. We're gonna do one of these. Okay, so I can probably just let these trains hook up into the thing. Let's just let them do this real quick. I'll remove all of this behind them. There's no signal, so it's waiting all the way for this. Funny. It'll need maintenance, of course. Perfect. And I need to do something like this on the other side. Doesn't have to be, it can be more compact than that. Let's do the same. In, out, in, out. That won't allow, it's not big enough. I can do a bridge version, just for fun. This is in, this is out. The signal's bad, but I'll leave it there so I know what in and out should be. Okay, that should be fine now. I believe trains won't kill each other. With this format, because I think this path signal, for instance, will look at this and it won't look at this signal. It'll look at this signal. So it won't give you this path if there's a train in here. I'm pretty sure. Now, if it ever gets past here and it looks here, that would be bad. If it allocates this path somehow, that would cause a disaster. But I don't think that's possible. I think we have mitigated that possibility. And so we can start actually selling this steel. What is this thing? A clay pit. It makes kaolin. I don't know what that is. I think it goes to a port, if I remember correctly. It's kind of ugly. This terrain is not super nice. Do this instead. Less ugly. Slightly less ugly. Still bad. But I can live with it. Signals. Okay, so I should be able to... There's the console. Should be able to make a steel train. In fact, I'm just going to make 2 of them to start, because I think I'll have enough steel production. Let's see how it behaves with trains waiting. I'm going to tell this to full load just so that we can see what it's like. This train is full loading. And this train is coming in, looks fine. Another train's coming in. Hopefully this train is still here by the time this one gets here. I could have made this train longer, made this station longer, but that's an easy change. I just add cars and I add more onto the back of that. This one found a good path. It looks good. It seems fine. I guess I'll just let it fill up. Then I'll change the order back to the normal one. And we'll be delivering steel. So this chain is looking pretty good. We have coal, iron going to the steel mill, and we have engineering supplies going to both the coal and the iron mine. And we're producing steel and sending it to the metal workshop. So it's a decent chunk of that chain taken care of. The furnace, Taft furnace station has been expanded. We have a nice 4-way junction. We're making a bazillion dollars. We can repay most of our loan. We're selling the steel. Does this guy have any on? Yeah. Now that we're gonna start stockpiling it, hopefully it's not too bad. What are the capacities? 20 times 9, 180. So I probably need to get more out of the coal and iron. Looks like iron's pretty saturated, but the coal train, I could make another one. The coal train, I assume so, because it's going to the coal station, but you never know. These trains are finicky. So it doesn't cause a disaster right here. No. Trains are being good. And these are gung-ho, I assume. Yeah. This one's only enhanced right now. I could make another engineering supplies train for here. Also, getting the scrap metal delivered here would help a lot. I could add a small junction here. And then that would really improve the steel production. But yeah, we're not doing too bad. This is an economy we could live off of. Sometimes I like to just watch the trains. I'm glad the station seems to be working. I've made this design before, but I kind of forgot how to do it exactly, and I just went with it. Whatever came to mind. Yeah, these steel cars are not really filling up. Okay, this one's close. It's like one train worth of steel about. And I have 2 trains running, so it's not ideal yet. Now we're producing goods, so eventually we can actually technically the port and the goods. This is a, what is this building even called? A metal workshop. They're actually connected because you can pass through this station. So technically, I could make a goods train already and do a full circle port to goods. But it might be better to branch off somewhere so that you don't have to take this sort of circuitous route. Some sort of route down this way on the left might be better. Is this a port as well? Actually, this port is much closer to the goods thing here, so actually making a station here might be a good idea. And this would produce the chemicals that can be put back into this metal workshop. Lots of options. And eventually connecting all of it in a semi-intelligent way seems like the way to go. But yeah, we're making money. I think that that'll be it for this session. I'll make sure to record the next time I play on this save, and I'll upload it. And hopefully you enjoyed watching my trains. Have a good one.